Good day and a warm welcome to the Sussex Ambassador channel. Here we unravel the often untold stories of the British royal family, shedding light on their actions and impacts. Today we're diving into the recent announcement by William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, about their plans to launch a mental health programme in the affluent town of Sandringham. Intriguing, isn't it? And before we delve into the matter, kindly hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our content. Recently, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge announced their plans to launch a mental health programme. Yes, you heard it right, folks. The very same Duke and Duchess who, with their every move and decision, are part of a system that arguably adds to the stress and pressure of everyday life for many, are now championing the cause of mental health. Their plan, as it stands, is to launch this mental health programme from the comfy confines of Sandringham, a place where the average house price is a staggering £430,000. Quite the locale to address a problem that disproportionately affects those in lower income brackets, wouldn't you say? The programme, they claim, is aimed at providing support and resources to those struggling with mental health issues. A noble intention, no doubt, but it does beg the question, why now? Why this sudden interest in mental health? And why, of all places, launch it from Sandringham? The cynic in me can't help but wonder if this isn't just another attempt by the royals to appear relatable, to seem as though they understand the struggles of the common man and woman. But let's be honest here. Can they truly comprehend the reality of mental health struggles when they live lives so far removed from the average person? It's all well and good to launch programs and initiatives, but when those launching such efforts are the very same people who contribute to the stress and pressure that lead to mental health issues in the first place, well, it does seem a bit hypocritical, wouldn't you agree? Now, don't get me wrong. Any effort to address the issue of mental health is a step in the right direction, but one can't help but question the sincerity behind this particular move. Are they genuinely concerned about mental health? Or is this just another case of royal lip service? A PR move designed to keep them in the public's good graces? A noble cause indeed, wouldn't you agree? Yet one can't help but question the sincerity behind it. It's no secret that mental health services in the UK are stretched thin. In this era of constant connectivity and social pressures, mental health issues are on the rise, yet the support needed to combat these challenges is lacking. 1 in every 4 people in the UK, that's a quarter of the population, struggle to access the mental health services they need. It's a sobering statistic that paints a stark picture of the state of mental health care in the country. People in all walks of life are affected, from students struggling with the pressures of academia, to professionals grappling with work-related stress, to the elderly facing loneliness and isolation. Mental health issues do not discriminate, and yet, the system in place to support those suffering seems to be failing. The National Health Service, the NHS, is doing its best under the circumstances, but with limited resources, an increasing demand for services, and a society still grappling with the stigma attached to mental health, there's only so much they can do. The waiting lists for therapy are long, and many are left to manage their symptoms alone without the professional support they need. In some cases, people are waiting over a year to receive their first treatment. A year. Imagine feeling so low, so desperate, and being told you have to wait a year before you can start to get help. And it's not just about access to therapy. There's a lack of understanding and empathy towards mental health in our society. People are often quick to dismiss mental health issues as just a bad day or feeling down. But these are real, debilitating conditions that can have a profound impact on a person's life. Now let's consider this in the context of the recent announcement of a royal initiative to launch a mental health programme in Sandringham, a location where the average house price is a staggering £430,000. So with this in mind, one can't help but wonder, is this royal initiative truly what the NHS needs? Or is it simply a well-intentioned but misguided attempt at addressing a problem that requires a far more nuanced and comprehensive solution? The choice of Sandringham, where the average house price is a staggering £430,000, raises eyebrows. It's an interesting choice, to say the least. Sandringham, a quaint village in Norfolk, is not exactly a place that resonates with the struggles of the common man. It's a place of privilege, a place where the average citizen, especially those struggling with mental health, can hardly afford to live. The choice of location speaks volumes of the disconnect between the royals and the people they claim to serve. But the hypocrisy runs deeper. William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, have been part of a system that exacerbates the very issues they claim to champion. They live lives of unimaginable privilege, far removed from the everyday struggles of most Britons. Their palatial homes, extravagant vacations, and designer wardrobes are a stark contrast to the lives of those who struggle to pay their bills, put food on the table, or access basic healthcare services. The irony is bitter. While they pose for photos and make grand speeches about mental health awareness, they remain part of a system that contributes to the very mental health issues they claim to fight. The pressures of living in a society marked by inequality, where a select few live in opulence while the majority grapple with economic uncertainty, can take a severe toll on mental health. It's a system that William and Kate, with their royal titles and inherited wealth, continue to benefit from. Their proposed mental health program in Sandringham seems more like a public relations exercise than a genuine attempt to address the crisis. It's an attempt to appear compassionate and concerned, while doing little to challenge the status quo. It's a classic case of virtue signaling, where actions are driven more by the desire to appear virtuous than by a genuine commitment to social justice. The reality is that mental health services in the UK are stretched thin, with 1 in 4 people struggling to access the help they need. The National Health Service, which should be at the forefront of addressing this crisis, is underfunded and overwhelmed. Yet, instead of using their influence to advocate for increased funding and better services, William and Kate are launching their own program in an affluent village. It's a move that reeks of tokenism and out-of-touch elitism. The choice of Sandringham, with its hefty house prices and privileged residents, as the site for their mental health program, is a slap in the face of those who really need help. It's a stark reminder of the gaping chasm that separates the haves and the have-nots in our society. And it's a chasm that William and Kate, with their royal titles and inherited wealth, help to perpetuate. This move, it seems, is more of a royal lip service than a genuine effort to help. In conclusion, while the initiative may appear commendable on the surface, it reeks of hypocrisy. We've examined the grand announcement of a mental health program by William and Kate, a move that is shrouded in a veil of benevolence and goodwill. However, as we've peeled back the layers, we've uncovered a stark contrast between the glittering facade and the grim reality. We've delved into the stark reality of mental health services in the UK, where 1 in 4 people struggle to access the support they need. We've explored how this royal initiative, launched in the affluent setting of Sandringham, where the average house price is a staggering £430,000, is a stark reminder of the divide between the haves and the have-nots. We've also laid bare the hypocrisy of William and Kate, who, while claiming to champion mental health, are among those who contribute to the very pressures and societal expectations that push people towards mental illness. Their claims to launch this program are not only hollow, but are also a slap in the face to those truly battling mental health issues. We've questioned the intentions behind such initiatives. Are these merely publicity stunts, or are they genuine attempts to make a difference? The evidence, unfortunately, leans towards the former. It seems that the royal couple is more interested in maintaining their public image than in genuinely helping those in need. So, what is our call to action? It is simple. Stay informed, stay critical. Question the intentions behind such initiatives. Don't be swayed by the glitz and glamour of royal announcements. Look beyond the headlines, beyond the grand gestures, and delve into the reality of the situation. Remember, it's not about criticizing for the sake of criticizing. It's about holding those in power accountable for their actions, or in this case, their lack of genuine action. It's about demanding more from those who claim to be our leaders, our representatives. It's about ensuring that mental health is not just a buzzword used for publicity, but a cause genuinely championed by those who can make a real difference. Thank you for joining us in today's discussion. Do subscribe, like, and share our video. Until next time, stay informed and stay critical.